congratulate you on the occasion of your birthday. You have rendered tangible services for the development of the friendly and cooperative ties between Azerbaijan and Latvia. I'm delighted that today also you continue your efforts aimed at strengthening of these relations. I express my gratitude to you as the co-chair for the objective position displayed by the Nizami Ganjavi International Center on the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict and support for Azerbaijan's just cause. It is with the fondest memories that I recall our meetings, our conversations, and our exchange of views. So on this memorable day, together with Merhiban Khanim, we sincerely congratulate you and wish you and your family strong health, happiness, and success in your endeavors. Sincerely, Ilham Aliyev, President of Azerbaijan.
Thank you very much. Very honored.
Yeah, and I also, I think we are very honored to have with us His Excellency Alexander Kwasniewski, the President of Poland. Mr. President, floor is yours. Would you care to yes, thank you.
Yeah, I did it. Madam President, dear Vaira, dear friends, that is an honor for me to celebrate in such a very special form by Zoom your birthday. And I want to share with you with two memories which I have very much in my mind and my heart. And first is maybe the most touching historical moment in our cooperation with Vaira. That is the year 2002, NATO summit in Prague, and Baltic states are invited to be full member of this organization. And I remember this moment in the big room on Hradčany Castle when three presidents of these Baltic countries came. And I remember the speech of Vaira. And it was the speech about the end of this bad history, because finally Latvia was a member of NATO. The Second World War was finished, was ended. We overcame Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact, and our countries, including Poland and Baltic states, finally we were on the right side of the history. I had tears in my eyes, and I think that was probably one of the most important events and moments in my political life. And your speech, Vaira, was absolutely historical one. And the second memory is much more funny. It was one of the next NATO summits in Washington. And I remember during the break, a conversation between some of leaders. I remember Jean Chrétien, Prime Minister of Canada, was there, George W. Bush as well, Vaira, me, some other colleagues. And then Jean Chrétien said to George W., can you imagine, she speaks French much better as I'm speaking. And George W. said to her, don't worry, she speaks English much better as myself. And my comment was, that is absolutely truth. So the skills of Vaira, the language skills, but not only, also human skills of Vaira are absolutely excellent, and I respect it very, very much. So, dear Madam President, dear Vaira, all the best. I wish you good health. I wish you a lot of energy as in the last many, many years. I wish you a lot of strong love at home and many, many good friends in the world. Happy birthday. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander. Thank you so much. I'm very touched. I have many memories of us being together. For instance, 5 Baltic Shore presidents looking through his fork 3 in Estonia. I have that in my office. Thank you, Alexander. It's wonderful to see you.
Because now I'd like to invite Dr. Chao Chak-Wing, the co-chair of our Global Circle. Dr. Chao.
敬的父老贝加主席，祝你生日快乐！看到你身体健康、容光焕发，我感到特别高兴。
My dearest friend, Madam President Vike-Freiberga, Happy birthday to you. I'm especially happy to see you in such good health.
去年的今天，我在成都为你献上鲜花和生日蛋糕。时间过得真快，我们已经共事6年多了，这是我的荣幸。
On this very same day last year, we celebrated your birthday at Imperial Springs with flowers and birthday cake. Time really flies so fast. We have been working together for more than 6 years, which has been a true honor of mine.
我们的友谊与合作建立了相互信任、相互支持的基础上，并将延续下去，共同为国际间的相互理解、相互包容、交流合作做出更大的贡献。
Our friendship and collaboration has always been based on mutual trust and support. And I hope this will continue as we strive to make greater contributions to promoting international understanding, tolerance, exchange, and cooperation.
我也在此感谢你在座的很多朋友为周作荣博物馆开幕发来祝贺视频。我希望在疫情过后邀请你和各位朋友前往悉尼参观。
Additionally, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you and many colleagues present for sending a congratulatory video to support the opening of the Chok Chakwing Museum in Sydney University. I hope one day, in the not too distant future, I can invite you all to visit the museum.
主席阁下在此祝你生日快乐，身体健康，也请向你和先生和家人问好，期待早日与你再聚。
Once again, Madam President, I would like to wish you a very happy birthday, and please pass on my warmest regards to your husband and family. I look forward to see you again soon.
祝今晚各位身体健康，万事如意。
And wish all the best to all the friends and colleagues today here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chok Chakwing. It's been an honor and a pleasure working with you for these past 6 years. And I look forward to us meeting all face to face as soon as we can. Thank you.
我是非常感谢您，我也非常的荣幸能够与您共事6年多。我期待着以后与您有更好的合作，也期待着与您再见面。Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Vaira, I suggest that we go through everybody and then you can respond because I think there'll be too many intervening responses.
I understand.
Thank you, dear. Okay, let me now turn to Susan Elliott, who had a cup of coffee in her hand earlier on.
That's right.
There you are, yeah. There we are.
Coffee to toast Madam President because it's early here in New York. But Madam President, it's an honor for me to be invited to celebrate here today your birthday. You know, I've only known you for a little over a year, but I've been inspired every time that I meet you and see what you have done, not only in your career, but in leading the Nizami Ganjavi International Center. And it's through your connection to one of the National Committee's founders, George Schwab, who's here with us today, that we have developed such a strong relationship between our two organizations. So I just want to say thank you. You're an inspiration to all women diplomats like me, and I hope that I can accomplish even just a third of what you've accomplished in your life. So thank you very much, Madam President, and all the best. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Now, I would like now to turn, we have two exceptional friends of the Nizami, members of the Nizami Ganjavi, who have sent their messages by video. Am I right, Robshan?
1 second.
You have videos from Mariana and
Hello, I'm Cindy Mccain, and I wanted to wish you, Madam President, a very happy birthday, and to thank you for all the things you have done for this world to make it a better place, a more peaceful place. Hello, I'm Cindy Mccain, and I wanted to wish you, Madam President, a very happy birthday, and to thank you for all the things you have done for this world to make it a better place, a more peaceful place, and certainly a more democratic place. Thank you, and best wishes to you, and many years to come. Thank you.
My dearest Vaira, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you happy birthday, full of health, family happiness, and success in your noble visions. You might be far today, but you are close in spirit, sharing these wonderful moments, and I also the hope for a better tomorrow. You are a role model, a true champion of human rights and of world peace, and I feel really lucky that I have met you in my life and share such a beautiful friendship with you. I'm sending you my warmest wishes. Happy birthday. All my love.
Thank you, Robshan. Let me now turn to my next on my list is Amr Musa. Please unmute yourself. Remove the you are muted. Please remove the
yeah. I did. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Ismail. Let me first of all express my best wishes to our dear friend, our dear chairman, co-chairman, the president, former president of Latvia, at the same time, our friend Vaira, on this occasion of her birthday. I congratulate her and send her my best wishes. There are two things I wish to underline. For Vaira, as our president, our chairman, has managed, together with you, Ismail, our work, the center's work, efficiency, and at the same time, grace, productive, our appreciation as members of the center. That is one thing. The other side, I appreciate myself, my wife, and I believe all my friends, our friends, the members of the center, the couple, Vaira and her distinguished husband. Both of them are indeed a very nice couple that commands our respect and our love. Congratulations, best wishes, and many happy birthdays to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Amr. May I now turn to Tzipi Livni. Please unmute yourself.
Yes. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see you all, and especially Vaira. In these dark days, it's great that we have an opportunity to celebrate. Vaira, you were the first woman president, and now it's of Latvia, and now it's clear that women knows how to make decisions when we are fighting. The entire global society is fighting the pandemic, and it sent a message not only to Latvia, not only to Europe, but to entire world. It was the year in which I was elected to the Israeli parliament. And also personally, I would like to say that all of us contributed to our countries at the time. And now it's so important and so impressive that you found a way to contribute to the entire international community in expressing your beliefs and values and connecting us all in supporting all this vision. And thank you for that, and congratulations.
Thank you, Tzipi. Let me now move to a lady who has been also with us from the founding. Farida, would you have the floor? But please unmute yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. My dearest friend, President Vaira. Thank you so much for being my mentor. and you have been a mentor to thousands of women and young women around the world. Your beautiful soul, your brilliance and intelligence, and your great leadership has been indeed an inspiration to many of us. 2 days ago, we celebrated on the 29th of November, we celebrated the International Day of Women Defenders for Human Rights. And for sure, you have been a great defender for human rights. God bless you. Happy birthday. And I hope that I can hug you very, very soon. And my best regards to your wonderful husband and to all your family. Thank you.
Thank you, Farida. May I now move to Prime Minister Shaukat Aziz. Shaukat, you have to unmute yourself, please. Shaukat, we can't hear you. Please unmute yourself. Open the microphone.
I just did that.
Just did that, yes, thank you.
Okay, can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really privileged to be with you on this very important day. I'm sitting in London in the middle of a lockdown, but I will not get into that. We are here to celebrate the birthday of Madam President Vaira Vike. I feel very privileged and honored to be part of this gathering. Madam President, I wish you many happy returns for the day from me, from my wife, Roxana, who you cannot see, but she's sitting in the room. And we wish you continued success and a very happy birthday and many happy years and healthy years to come. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Shaukat, for being with us on this great occasion. And may I now turn to Abdulaziz Touishri. Is he here?
Yes. Dr.
It's okay, we'll come back to it then. That's all right.
Dr.
Do you hear me, Doctor?
Yes, I can hear you, but there you are. There you are. Now you've come up. Fine.
It's a great honor and really a pleasure for me to be with you in this beautiful day, celebrating the birthday of our co-chair, Her Excellency, Mrs. Vaira Vike-Freiberga, the former president of Latvia. I greet you, my dear friend, Dr. Ismail Sirajuddin, and my dear friend, Rovshan Moradov, the Secretary General of our beautiful forum, and all the participants in this occasion. And I greet you from Rabat, the Kingdom of Morocco. The sun is shining and the weather is beautiful. And I seize this opportunity to convey my heartfelt wishes to Her Excellency on this occasion, wishing her all the best, long life, with good health, and continuous success in her human endeavor that serves all people all over the world. I was really surprised when I read about Her Excellency's life, that she lived some time in Morocco when she was young, when she came with her family after the Second World War. And she had her elementary education in Casablanca, and then she went to Canada. So from Morocco, I send her all the greetings, and I think the places are very, eager to see her, visiting the old places where she lived some time and had her elementary education. But I would like also to commend her personality as an intellectual, as a politician, as a person who dedicated her life for the cause of justice, for the cause of dialogue, for the cause of bringing people together to serve humanity and to break down the bridges and the barriers and build bridges between nations and peoples. So this is a wonderful time, and I greet you all, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Abdulaziz. Thank you. Is Anna Birchall? Is she here, Anna? I can't. Okay, she's not here. And I see here I have Jan Fischer. I know you're here. I greeted you personally. I was looking, saying hi. Jan, are you still there?
Hi, I'm here, of course.
Yes, of course. Lovely. Thank you. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure and honor to be here. Unfortunately, just virtually. Looking forward very much to meeting you face to face in the, I hope firmly in the not so far future, to be here in wonderful circle of people. And Madam President, I would like to wish you from my heart all the best to your birthday, all the best to your family. Be healthy, be in a good spirit, be so vigorous in the drive for tolerance, humanity, peace. And I think that's not enough to congratulate. It's very good to appreciate, Madam President, appreciate your merits that you have for the transformation of your country to the country with the democratic system, freedom, efficiently performing institutions, the very efficient member of the European Union and NATO. And if I speak about these two structures, NATO and European Union, your contribution and your impact on these two so important structures, so important for our civilization, is immense. So once again, highly appreciated. I remember Mr. President Kwasniewski mentioned the meeting of the NATO in Prague in 2002. I remember it very well. I haven't participated at the time, but I follow it very carefully. And it was the time of our president, Václav Havel, and I know that you were very good friends. And I think that the other thing is your immense influence and immense contribution and immense merits for the development on the NGIS. Your acting as a co-chair of this institute. And I remember very well, it was in 2014 when I participated for the first time at the Baku Forum. And I was listening, Madam President, to your brilliant speech. And I told myself, that's just the person or personality which this planet, this globe needs so much. And I think nothing has changed from that time. We need such kind of people as you are. And I'm very happy, I would say, honored to meet you, to have an opportunity to discuss with you, to listen to you, to listen to your wisdom. So be healthy and good spirit once again, and all the best.
Thank you, Jan. And I would like now to turn to President Amina Ghorib-Fakim. Unmute yourself, please. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ismail. Madam President, all the very best on this special day. Happy birthday. And I have great memories because I think I've met you for a very short time. I met you for the first time, in fact, last year. And what struck me when I saw you speaking is how incisive you are in everything you say. And what is also striking about you is how humane and how simple you approach. And to me, you are a real role model of what female leadership is all about. Bring up the others so that we all rise together. And Madam President, I'm also congratulate you along with Ismail for the wonderful leadership that you're bringing to the NGIC, especially over the past few months when we all been locked down one way or the other. And we've had these wonderful conferences that have been led, of course, very efficiently by Rovshan. But I think it is through your leadership, through your vision, along with Ismail, that we will see the Nizami Ganjavi International Center rise even more. So our blessings and our greetings are with you today and with your family. So all the very best, Madam President, and we hope to meet you soon, well, physically, so we can maybe again have a belated birthday party. Thank you and all the very best.
Thank you. And if I may now turn to Natalie De Gaulle.
Yes,
Natalie,
hello, hello everyone.
Yes.
Yes, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, now I can hear you.
So, great. Dear Madam President, dear Madam Co-Chair of the Nizami Ganjavi International Center, it is truly an honor to have met you and to be collaborating with this vibrant community which you co-chair. I will always remember our dinner together in Athens almost a year ago, your brilliant speech, your wit, your energy, and your perfect knowledge of my birth country and its language, French. I would like to wish you a day that is as special as you are and a fantastic year to come. Joyeux anniversaire, Madame la Présidente, et à très bientôt, je l'espère.
Merci. May I ask, I saw Danilo Turk. Yes, would you please take the floor? You're also, I believe, the current president of the Club de Madrid, no? Yes, please. And please unmute yourself.
Trying to.
Yeah, there we are. Now we can hear you.
You hear me? Very
Yes.
good. Thank you. And let me add my voice to the many on this special occasion to bring my best wishes and happy birthday to our esteemed friend, Vaira Vike-Freiberga. And let me only say that ever since she was president of Latvia, she continues to symbolize great changes, great improvements in Europe and in the world more broadly. She symbolizes the path to democracy, and she symbolizes improvements and transformations that continue. Now, your contribution, dear Vaira, is special and has been highly appreciated everywhere in Europe and around the world. Not only as president, as an important leader in the Baltic, but also in your various roles in other capacities, in the United Nations, in Club de Madrid, and elsewhere. Now, on a more personal note, I would like to say that I continue to admire the great dignity with which you are performing your different duties, and also a very nice and discreet sense of humor, which you have added to many of your speeches and many of your encounters with us, people who are today celebrating your birthday. And I wish you once again all the best, happy birthday, happiness and success to your family, and also hope that we shall meet soon again and meet many times and enjoy your company. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And if I may turn to President Ivo Josipovic. Ivo, please unmute yourself. Now.
Thank you very much. Dear Vaira, President Vaira, co-chair, very, very, very distinguished person. You're one of the most impressive persons I've ever met. I cannot add something new about your political activities, about your really brilliant political career. But I would like to mention something else. I had the opportunity to read something about you as a scientist, as ethnologist studying the culture of your country. And everything else, including politics, somehow serves to humanity and to our culture. The rich culture of your country really impressed me, and your approach to the culture was very impressive as well. I hope that we are going to continue our gathering for many years. I tend to continue learning from you because I really learn from any of your speeches, and hope that this corona will not prevent us from enjoying your wisdom, your nobility, and your really beautiful personality. Happy birthday, and very best wishes to you and your family. Thank you.
Thank you. And now if I may turn to Kerry Kennedy. Early Kennedy.
Yes, it's very early.
Lovely to see you, Kerry. Go ahead.
Look, it must be early for you too, Lauren.
Yeah, in Washington. Yeah.
Same time zone. First of all, I want to say a little thank you to Ravshan for bringing us all together once again. It's so wonderful to be a member of this incredible, esteemed group. Vaira, happy birthday! You are so wonderful and such an inspiration. And, you know, I mean, to think that you survived not only Hitler and the Nazis, but also Stalin, and then grew up in a refugee camp. And I mean, just looking at your life, the fact that you can get out of bed in the morning is just extraordinary. And you have given back to your country, to Europe, and to the entire world. You know, I grew up in a family that believes that politics is an honorable profession. And Vaira, I love you so much because you personify that politics can indeed be an honorable profession. And I also grew up with an uncle who always said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And I can't think of anybody who personifies that more, who has given and given and given to your country, to the world, to make our world more just and peaceful, and to recognize the dignity of each and every human being and their human rights. So I want to thank you, Vaira, with all my heart. I feel so blessed to have you as my friend, and can't wait to see you and give you a hug. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kerry. May I turn to Prime Minister Jadranka Kosor?
Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. What happened?
Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. First of all, I'm so happy to see you, all dear friends. Thank you, Ravshan, for this opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Ismail, for this opportunity. And Madam President, Madam Co-Chair, dear Vaira, I wish you good health and happiness. Happy birthday. I wish you pleasure and joy. And I hope that next year we will celebrate your birthday all together in some beautiful place. Last year in China, we was talking about women in politics, and you said we women must be together. We have to support each other. I agree. And once again, happy birthday. All the best from my heart, deep from my heart.
Thank you so much. If I may turn to Zlatko Lagumzia. Zlatko, where are you?
I'm here.
All right, there you are.
Here I am. Well, dear Vaira, you did it again. You made the biggest event that NGIC organized since the beginning of coronavirus. So you really, I mean, put us together, and this is really impressive event by itself. And maybe this event, this picture that I see on my screen of all these faces, dear friends, people who I admire personally in multiple aspects, in multiple ways, is I think the best example, the best way to say and to see who really you are and how much we admire you. You brought, I don't know, if Dr. Chow covering 2 continents, there are 5 continents in here present on this screen in front of me. So this says a lot about NGIC and about yourself. First, as happy birthday, and then say a few words about this event and about what I learned personally and why I feel much richer knowing, being part of this family. When I said family, you made us in NGIC to really act as a family, as people who care about each other and who care about the issues that this institution is about. Wisdom, empathy, and courage. I would say that these 3 words are very rare to meet in one person. And you are one of them, there are no doubts. Person who is actually the best way showing what is the motto of NGIC, which is about dialogue, about tolerance, about learning and understanding. I learned the importance of those 4 words by knowing you much more than I did before. So really, with all the respect to everyone, I want to also thank very much to Ismail, co-chair, my dear friend and last Leonardo. If Ismail is last Leonardo among academics, you are Vaira the Leonardo among leaders, about the global leaders, because I have never met a person who has so much statesman's leadership in her capacity in one person and having such a broad spectrum of interest and knowledge and wisdom about areas which are covered by a lot of academicians. So I think that we are very happy and rich by having you and Ismail as our co-chairs. And of course, Roshan, my dear young Steven Spielberg of NGIC. Without you, this big movie wouldn't be possible. And we wouldn't be here together without our dear Steven Spielberg, called Roshan Muradov, as his code name is NGIC is. And really, Vaira, thank you. Thank you and happy birthday. Family is with you, and we are happy to be family with you.
Thank you, Zlatko. Yes, we are all family indeed. Let me turn now to Jumart Otorbayev. Jumart, the floor is yours.
Yes, Madam President, it's my real privilege to be today surrounded by many of my remarkable friends, to be able to congratulate you with your very nice birthday. You should not forget that you are great inspiration for many, many people around the world. Your speeches, your papers, your individuality, inspiring many, many people, from people like us to the young boys and girls, how the world persons should be look like. I'm really pleased and really appreciate the success which Nizami Ganjavi International Center achieved during these days, during these years. And thank you again for agreeing to co-chair with Dr. Ismail, an organization which is showing every day during very difficult times, it's leadership, it's organizational skills. And I wish to NGIC and especially to Roshan and his team great success in the future, because we need people like you to get us together. Thank you for everything, Madam President, what you are doing for our world, and hope to see you with our immunities or with a vaccine in person for many, many years to come. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Jumar. Thank you so much. If I may turn now to Peter Roman, please. Peter?
Yes.
All right.
Dear Vaira, dear friends, dear Vaira, you look so beautiful this morning. So please do not be excessively upset if I wish to address you the way I always did. Dear Vaira, and I always said, girl, how are you? Hello, girl, how are you? And always you look always happy to to hear that. And the girl always responded, I'm fine, with her formidable strength. I allow myself to say that because it's also it's a happy coincidence for my country. It's the National Day of Romania, so it's a happy coincidence for my country. All those who work with you were very fortunate, and I'm one of them. It was really very inspiring, truly. And in the meantime, it was always a moment of good spirit for everybody. I think that Vaira is one of the great personalities of the post-Cold War era. She was really capable to convey a very strong message to everybody about what it is freedom, what it is to be to use your brain in order to put the things in order. And I think we are still convinced that you can bring, to continue to bring to us this excellent spirit. So it's a great moment for all of us, all those who work with you, who were near you, who were encouraged by you. Myself, I want to mention right now that you were very kind to me exactly when I needed more. I do not forget that at all. So happy birthday, Vaira. I wish you that soon we are able to be together, physically together, in presentially together, in Baku or in Dr. Chow's Imperial Springs place, a wonderful place. And I'm really eager to be with you, to feel that you are there and I can exchange all kind of views and feelings with you. Happy birthday. Many years to come, dear Vaira.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that statement. I now turn to George Schwab, co-founder of NCAFP. And George, I think you were here. Well, it may have been disconnected. Yeah?
He's coming on.
He's coming on?
Can you hear me?
He's here.
Can you hear me?
Louder, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Thank you.
Madam President, I wish you a birthday as amazing as you are. You have been an inspiration to me We have known each other for more than 20 years. I have learned a lot from you, even though I'm a few days older than you are. And I also wish to congratulate your wonderful family, Imans, Indra, Carlos, and the children. You're a wonderful, wonderful leader that you have, as I said before, inspired me. And please continue to do the good work that you have been doing for the last 50 years and more. Thank you.
Thank you, George. If I may move to Prime Minister Raimdota Straujuma, you have the floor, madam. Unmute yourself, please.
Okay.
That's better. Thank you. Thank you. Speak.
Dear President, dear Vaira, you have been a great inspiration for Latvian people, for me personally, and I believe not only for Latvians. We are proud that you are our president. And I took with me one book with speeches of Vaira Vike-Freiberga. Here is parts of speeches and articles, and maybe it will be relevant to translate this book, not only in English, but in different languages. Because when you read this book, it takes and go somewhere to the heart. I wish you a very happy birthday, Vaira. And for people in Latvia, very often we call you simply Vaira, not president, but simply Vaira. And I wish you a very happy birthday, good health, and may you enjoy the years to come. And I will say in Latvian, lai Dievs jūs sargā, president. Mēs jūs mīlam.
Thank you, Madam Prime Minister. And I now turn to Eka Shoshili.
Well, dear Vaira, it's very hard in words to describe everything that I would want to wish to you on this very happy day to you. Health, happiness, all the best regards to your family. I still remember this very warm evening in Riga, Latvia, when we celebrated your birthday together with the center at that time. And it really felt that we were within the family celebrating you and congratulating you. And so many things were said about you, just very, very little that I can add to that, but very personal, I would say. It has been mentioned that you are an inspiration to so many of us, trailblazer, not only to women in politics or in world politics, but generally to everybody from our part of the world in so many ways. But I remember growing up in Georgia, and it was, the difficult times in the 90s. We'll remember that, who lived through that here. When we had that thought, even as teenagers and youngsters, of how much we wanted us to build the countries that would have been part of the EU, NATO, democracies, to get back to the community where we felt that we belonged as the countries. And we've had all this mess at that time in the 90s in our own politics, civil wars, conflicts. And we had the Baltic states at that time making that struggle of integration into Euro-Atlantic families, the politicians like yourself being a real live persons, inspirations who actually made it, who led their countries to be part of that future of what we aspire to have for our own countries. And it was something that kept us really on track, on education, on pursuing our careers. And you impacted countries beyond your own country in very real and tangible way. And it's an honor to know you. And I want to congratulate and celebrate you and wish you many, many years ahead of you.
Okay, thank you, Eka. Now I turn to President Viktor Yashenko of Ukraine.
Пані Вайро,
And Katya, you get a separate additional statement.
Thank you. Yes.
Пані Вайро, для нашої родини є велика честь говорити про вас.
Pani Vaira, for our family, it's a great honor to talk with you.
Нашим відносинам, нашому знайомству першому 20 років.
We have known each other for 20 years.
Я буду не оригінальний, якщо скажу, всі ці 20 років ми вас любимо.
And I can't be original. I'll just say that for 20 years we've loved you.
Оскільки вже мало часу залишилось для нашого інтерв'ю, я хотів би сказати, що в минулому місяці в Києві створили клуб 100+.
I know I don't have much time, but I do want to say that here in Kiev we created a club called 100+.
Де записують політиків, яким гарантується 100 років і більше життя.
Where we invite politicians that we expect to live 100 years and more.
Це гарантії, це гарантії.
And not expect, we guarantee them.
Я хочу сказати, що я вас записав туди.
And I've written you into that club.
Що я записав кожного із вас, дорогі мої друзі, які
And all of you here
приймають
today.
участь у цій конференції.
Because we want you all here for many more years.
Дякую, що ви є.
Thank you for who you are.
І з вами цей світ набагато краще.
And the world is a much better place because of you.
Я люблю вас.
We love you. Well, and I'd like to continue. I want to thank you.
Please do.
For three things. First, for being one of the strongest voices to speak out for my country, Ukraine. We can always count on you more than anyone to give an insightful, a very strong opinion on issues that deal with freedom, democracy, and independence, and we truly appreciate that. I want to thank you for the leadership, for being a colleague. And I want to say that very often when I'm in situations where I'm in a board meeting, I think, what would Vaira do? And I try to do that. But mostly, I want to thank you for our friendship. I found a photo. This is when you met Victor 20 years ago when he was prime minister. And we have had this up for since then. So I want to thank you for being a part of our life for 20 years and want you to be a part of our lives for very, very many more. We love you. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Katya. May I turn to our good friend Antonio Zanardi. Antonio, are you there?
Hello, I'm here.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Dear Mrs. President, my best, really best and warmest wishes for your birthday. It's very difficult to add something after so many and so eloquent friends have spoken about you. I'd like to go back just for 1 second to the main item which has been mentioned during the last hour, which is your capacity of leadership. I've always admired your capacity of keeping the big and diversified group of the Nizami Ganjavi International Center united, really synergetic and working. I think that the best occasion was your wonderful double performance in Athens 1 year ago or something like that. But I've been even more surprised seeing how you have been able to exercise your leadership during this moment, during the pandemic, because to keep motivated and once again united the group like ours, it has been really, really a great achievement. I've admired that very much, as I admired your capacity, Ismail's capacity to integrate and to work with a group of very young people, the one who's Roshan is the leader and the soul. So, Mrs. President, thank you very, very much for all your friendship, all your motivation, and all what you have been doing with us in the last years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Antonio. If I may now turn to President Valdis Sattler.
Your Excellency, Vaira Vike-Freiberga. You are my president. You are my professor. teacher, and mentor. You are my co-chairman, and you are my friend. What a brilliant combination describing relationship. So if you see my video, which is not off, it must be on, I would like to raise a toast for your health, many active, happy years ahead, and just happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. We actually, I believe, also have a cake for you coming in a moment, right? AKA Spielberg. Yeah, I hope you have that. Well, my friends, it is now my turn to say something. And what I have to say, just to complement much of what you said, is that I've had the privilege to work with her closely in many avenues for over a decade, during which my admiration for the person and what she stood for has grown and grown and grown. And at the NGIC and elsewhere, from the board of the Chirac Foundation to the board of the Library of Alexandria, I was privileged to be at her side. She is indeed the embodiment of success, success that is earned by hard work, great skill, unwavering commitment to principle. She started, as was mentioned, as a refugee, went from Latvia to Germany to Morocco to Canada. And indeed, since we talked about languages, she is fluent in English, French, Latvian, Spanish, and German. And she earned her master's and PhD degrees, and I would like to say a few words about the scholar. She became a distinguished practicing psychology specialist and academician, Department of Psychology of the French-speaking University of Montreal. And here I will quote from Wikipedia that cites that she taught psychopharmacology, psycholinguistics, scientific theories, experimental methods, language and cognitive processes, and her experimental research focused on memory processes and language and the influence of drugs on cognitive processes. Now, if you think that's a lot, that's nothing, because at the same time, she did scholarly research on semiotics, poetics, the structural analysis of computer-accessible texts from an oral tradition, the Latvian folk songs, and if I may add, a passion that is shared with her devoted husband, Aymans. And during this period, she authored more than 10 books and 160 articles and essays or book chapters, an amazing scholar. And she developed many other rare qualities: empathy, caring, compassion, a deft diplomatic touch, as well as a true insight into complex human situations. She returned to her home country when it became a country, and she brought determination, skill, and vision. And the scholar proved to be more than adept at the intricate art of politics. Elected twice to the highest office in the land, the first woman to do so, she has a record that is an envy of all those who run for office. Her approval rating ranged between 70 and 85%. And in 2003, she was re-elected for a second term with 88 votes out of 96. She made history. She played a leading role in achieving Latvia's membership in NATO and the European Union, leading the Baltic countries in this endeavor. And she's been an invited speaker at numerous international events, but not just any international events, including a joint session of the US Congress in 2006. And she always defended her commitment to freedom, democracy, and transparency. And following her presidency, she was again elected by her peers as president of the Club de Madrid, the largest group of former heads of state and government. And the list of various international posts and many, many awards are far too long to be listed by anybody. But she defended her values throughout the world and throughout her many, many activities, fighting for equality of women and gender balance, for social justice and human dignity, for democracy and freedom, for human rights and children's rights. And she brought these same qualities to her founding leadership role right here at the NGIC. A founding member and co-chair of the board in the Nizami Ganjavi International Center, she has been the personification of warmth and caring, of charm, grace, and wit. She's the embodiment of elegance and courtesy, of knowledge and experience, of that rare capacity for wisdom, sagacity, and vision, but also courage and commitment, where she can certainly speak truth to power and upholds her core belief that embody all that is best in human behavior, from respect for human rights to a profound commitment to peace, justice, and democracy. But far from being a didactic leader, she has succeeded in permeating the NGIC with the spirit of family. And so, dear Vaira, Madam President, our beloved and deeply respected co-chair, we, the board and members and friends of the NGIC and its staff, all members of this NGIC family, are all gathered here on this special day to wish you a very happy birthday and many happy returns. And now, the floor is yours, Madam President.
Thank you. Thank you, Ismail, and thank you, Rovshan, for having this extraordinary idea, one of the many that you constantly have, of bringing people together for saying happy birthday. I have been privileged in sharing my birthday with you on many occasions and in many lands, in Baku, in Shanghai, in Guangzhou, in Riga, I think in Washington. Imans has also celebrated his birthday in Baku in the spring. Just for that, I have been truly privileged in having the most extraordinary birthday parties. But Rovshan, with all my thanks to you and the staff at the office in Baku, I must say this has been the most extraordinary one of all, because here on this one screen and the all of you who participated, we have a clear picture of the diversity of the diversity of experience and the combined wisdom, eloquence, and commitment of people from so many different lands. Ismail, your eloquence is unmatched among the people I know. This is one of the things that I admire about you the most among your many, many extraordinary qualities. Thank you for your encomium, and thank you for being my co-chair, my colleague, and my friend. Sometimes I say Ismail and I are like twins because there's so many things that we have together, that we have to sign together, and nothing would make me happier than to have you as a brother, Ismail. And if some think that when we talk of ourselves as a family, there's something sort of reprehensible about it, as if we had nepotism or things of that sort. Well, of course, I think just one look at us and our CVs reveals that we're not talking about nepotism here, but about true brotherhood and sisterhood and a feeling of belonging together to a common cause, to a common commitment, to a common future for humanity in all our countries and in all our regions. I am truly touched to the bottom of my heart by your good wishes, your very kind words. It is touching, truly. One has to be careful not to start crying. As when I was elected president, I thought everybody expects and in fact has a prejudice against women presidents crying. So I made a promise to myself that while in office and in public view, I would not allow myself to cry. Well, one keeps trying, you know. As Tsipi was pointing out that and others, women have done quite well in leading both organizations, international bodies, and countries. So that is, we needn't worry about that anymore. But of course, we still have to worry about many fundamental things, such as education for girls. I'm on this UNESCO Committee on the Futures of Education. And by the way, if any of you have very strong views about something about the education of the future, then do send them to me by email, because we are struggling with what to emphasize and what to put forward. Friends, if I may call you that, some from way back, truly personal friends for several decades. I hope I can call friends those whom I have met more recently and who have my wholehearted admiration and gratitude for joining our family and being ready to cooperate with us. You enrich us immensely with your views and your world experience that you're sharing with us. These are strange times that we are living. The wave of the pandemic certainly is not abating in our part of Europe. We were privileged earlier by having good results. Lately, things are not so good. It seems to go in waves across the world, but there is hope with the vaccine, and truly, let us hope that this nasty little ball of something, of protein, that is creating so much havoc economically and psychologically for people, that is killing so many people and making so many ill, that we will find a way of containing it, even though it's obvious that we'll never get rid of it. My dear friend and successor, Danilo, thank you for being with us. We, in the early days of the Nizami Ganjavi Center, when Minister Ibrahim was still wondering how the center might develop, I had suggested that we collaborate with the Club de Madrid in organizing the first Baku Fora to take advantage of the experience of the Club de Madrid. And then Rovshan and his team took over by themselves, but the overlap between the two organizations is evident. We have other overlaps here among us, and all of them are truly, I think, enriching. I am grateful to my fate that has allowed me to meet every single one of you, to interact with you, and to enjoy your beauty, your wisdom, your commitment to a better humanity, your generosity, as in some cases, which is extraordinary. The work that needs to be done in the world is immense, but one has to start even the longest path, as the Chinese say, with one step. And I think organizations like the NGIC do their best to take at least some steps in the right direction. So thank you very much, all of you, of the Nizami family, for putting your thoughts and your hearts and your desires and wishes and ideas for the future, for pooling them together, sharing them. It has been truly a unique experience, and I look forward, if God grants me life, I look forward to continuing to have these opportunities to interact with you, to benefit from your presence, and to do so, whether virtually or in real life, as long as we are on the same wave, I think, emotionally and intellectually, that already is a great deal. I happen to be one of those who believes in vibrations, you see, and I think we are on the same chord, if you like. We can, when we come together, it's, if you had a sensitive instrument, it would measure vibrations about the same sort of diapason, the same range of sound, because the range of vibrations that we're aiming at is peace, goodwill towards mankind and towards each other. I love you all. Thank you very much. Keep well, keep healthy, and let us keep in touch. And Rovshan, my double and triple thanks to you and to the staff in Baku.
Thank you so much, Vaira, but it will not yet because you just mentioned the staff in Baku, and there's another group that we want to mention, and Katya will recognize them. I believe Reza is with us, and he was the one who helped start the Young Leaders Program. Because, if I may say so, these are the established leaders. Notice my diplomacy, I didn't use the word old, I said the established leaders, but we have the Young Leaders Program, and that later on Katya took under her wing. Is Reza there? And if you are, you can join us, but I know that you were there earlier, I saw you.
I'm here, Dr. Ismail.
All right, Reza, yes.
Thank you so much. Well,
brief statement, please.
Very brief, of course.
Because we have to be involved with the young leaders.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving the floor as well. President Freiberga, happy birthday. I remember exactly 10 years ago, I know President Yashenko mentioned 20 years that he has had an honor to know you. Remember, it was exactly 10 years ago, 21st of September, when I was a very young student studying diplomacy, and you came and visited Azerbaijan Diplomatic Academy. And that actually was a very symbolic lecture and a symbolic day as well, because since then we became friends with Rovshan, and then we've started kind of co-working together to make the NGIC, and it was your leadership to make it as a big success. For the past 10 years, you've been the symbol of not only dedication and hard work. I've seen you in your hotel room with Dr. Immens and with Rovshan, where after a very long and busy day, you would still be full of energy and full of desire to work and make positive change. I think you're also the perfect example of love and kindness, both from how important family it is for you, and I think it's also Dr. Immens, your close family, your immediate family, and also us as family. And at the same time, I think your wisdom and your values that you've put in us, in the young people who are following you, young leaders potentially that are following your steps and the footsteps of everyone who is on this call, has been incredible. And up until now, every single time when I go and meet someone in the conferences or so on, I always tell that there is the person, Vaira Vike-Freiberga, who has been my inspiration, has been one of those kind of leading stars that lead us to the right path. Thank you and happy birthday.
Thank you all. And now I have the staff of the Nizami Ganjavi International Center have prepared something for you. They've prepared a video, and they want to join us in wishing you a happy birthday. So I will now turn Rovshan. Where's the special video?
Now, show you.
Your Excellency, Madam President Vaira Vike-Freiberga, co-chair of the Nizami Ganjavi International Center. We are so happy to congratulate you your birthday. Many happy returns.
Belə səxavətli hədiyyəyə görə çox sağ olun xanım prezident, cənab Seragildin. Bir daha verdiyi töhfələrə görə həmsədrlərə.
You played such an important role with the growth and development of the Nizami Ganjavi International Center. We are so enormously honored to have you as our co-chair. You've always been and are inspiration for this institution, and personally for me. You have been always a true mentor, a true friend, and also a true family member. Thank you so much, and can't wait to see you very soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Now we need to have you in a bigger view here. I see the staff are all around, and bring forth the cake, and let's put it in. There we are.
Yeah, actually we have to.
Birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Vaira. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Valdis raised a glass to me. I wish I could serve you cake in person. And I encourage you to today raise a mug of coffee, a glass of mint tea, a glass of bubbly or cognac or whatever your favorite beverage is. And thank you for your good wishes. They are returned 1,000 times to all of you. Latvians have a saying that anything that you give comes back to you 100-fold. And I do hope it is for all the kind words that I've heard from you. May everything that you have wished and suggested for me, may you experience it all in your lives 100-fold. Thank you from all my heart.
Happy birthday.
Can you make a wish for the cake?
The cake. The virtual cake. We're having a virtual cake. I see.
They're going to blow the candle, so you have to make a wish.
I see.
And then they will blow the candles on your behalf.
Good.
Right, Ila? Right?
I make a wish.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, guys.
It's getting to be a great many candles, but thank you.
Thank you, dear. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you. It's been a great privilege to have you all here with us, and we look forward to the next time in person.
Yes. In person.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.